Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of my video blog where I smoke pipes and talk about data and leadership. Today, we are in the episode number 4, and we're going to talk about North Star KPI. What is it, why it matters, and how to build one. I will try to explain the concept and give you some practical examples of KPI trees and how it all nicely fits together. So, let me ask you, if you are running a business or if you're working for one, what is your North Star? No, not metaphorically. I mean your metric. What is your main metric? How do you measure if you are running into the right direction? How do you define if things are good or not? I think that's where the concept of North Star KPI originates from. It's basically a single top-level metric which reflects your product or business and helps you measure its overall success. It should help you align your teams and guide some strategic decisions. Let's look at a few examples of big and successful companies. Zoom, the video call platform, measures meeting minutes as a North Star KPI. Not number of calls, not revenue, but simply the number of meeting minutes in total. This indicates user engagement and how much users rely on the platform for communication. Similarly, Airbnb measures number of nights booked. Again, it's the success of a platform in facilitating accommodations. Whereas Netflix defines total hours viewed as their North Star KPI, because this reflects content consumption and user satisfaction. So they're not trying to optimize the content quality or any other metrics. They basically believe that all of those will be reflected in total hours watched. Why bother with North Star KPI? I think the main idea is that it reduces the metric overload. So instead of dozens or maybe hundreds of metrics, you actually focus on one. Secondly, it helps your teams to align on an overall impact and less on individual teams' success. And it encourages long-term thinking. An important thing to understand about North Star metric is it doesn't exist in isolation. Normally, it's a top of a KPI tree. You start with North KPI, and then you go to the next level to some supporting KPIs, which can be still quite global and cross-company. And then you can go down to individual teams or even individuals' goals or like individuals' success criteria, but in ideal case, it all aligns. Let's take a look at one example. Imagine we have a subscription application and our North Star KPI is customer lifetime value. So we agreed that we want to increase the total revenue in a customer lifetime. Let me give you an example of supporting KPI, which can be still cross-team. Maybe it's customer retention rate. Many parameters influence customer retention, and many teams are involved. Still, customer retention rate is a metric which definitely pays into customer lifetime. So you can define it as a supporting KPI for your North Star. And then we can go down to, let's say, some product team where maybe they have a feature, a killer feature, which differentiates your app from other competitors and other products on the market. And then you just say this feature adoption rate is something which pays into customer retention rate, something important, something I want to track. But in this case, it's within one team's control. Next level of utilization would be maybe individuals. Maybe there is somebody on a team who takes an individual goal of reducing a load time to sub-screen on this application from 4 seconds now to 2 seconds within next quarter. So imagine you have some data which shows that users are not happy with this page being slow and that this is something which prohibits them from using the feature. And then it's a very valid individual goal to work on this and improve it. So we are reaching the end of the episode, but before we close, let me give you a few examples of things which can go wrong with North Star KPI. And I'm talking from my personal experience. Oftentimes, people pick vanity metrics for North Star. For example, total users or engagements if it's some social content platform. So it's nice to have a lot of users, but is it really something crucial for your business? Another common problem is not updating your North Star while your business evolves or grows. North Star KPI should not be something set in stone. It should make sense for current stage of your product or service, and it should evolve. You should revisit it. Last but not least, it's a lack of team buy-in. If North Star KPI feels like something top management or somebody else in a company pushes on the teams, if they don't commit to it, if they don't understand why, I don't think it's gonna help a lot. I worked in multiple industries and companies of different size. And what I learned is if everything is a priority, then nothing becomes a priority. So North Star KPI helps you focus and is definitely worth investing in. Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's start a discussion. I'm very interested in your opinions. Thanks a lot for your attention and see you in the next episodes.